I want to tell you about an experience I had at LaGuardia Airport yesterday coming back from New York City. It really threw me for a loop, and I almost cried trying to order lunch in that airport. It was so distressing, and I thought it would be a good idea to warn you about what's coming, so you won't be as surprised as I was. Hi, I'm Sandy from Sandy Over 70. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll consider subscribing. It's free. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. So here's what happened. I was taking a direct flight from New York to Asheville, and we had like a 3-4 hour wait in the renovated LaGuardia Airport. And at some point, I got hungry for lunch, and I got up from my seat and walked over to the brand new renovated dining area, which was a series of counters that had various types of food. So I thought, pizza sounds good. I'll go over and have a slice of pizza. So I go to the counter, and there's a glass shield in front of the pizza preparers. There's a group of people standing in front of the shield, just kind of waiting. No one seemed to be ordering. So I waited a while and nothing happened. So I asked the person next to me, who wasn't all that old, what was going on. And she said, you have to order with the code. And she says, I don't think it's working for me. And I said, the code? And she was talking about the code on the tablet that was mounted in front of the cooking area. And I thought, oh no, I'm not going to scan that code. I always have trouble scanning codes. Maybe it's just me, but whenever it says scan this code for a menu or whatever, I have a hard time. In fact, I didn't even know how to do it till recently, and that you have to wait for this little yellow sign to pop up when you're, well, I'll talk about that later. In any case, I thought, oh, I'm not going to do this. So I walked away. I said, I'm going to go to a different counter. So when I looked, every single counter had the same thing. No one to help you, no one to take your money, nothing except food preparers behind a glass shield. Several tablets mounted in front of each different food type station. So I decided I would have a sandwich, but I didn't know how to order it. The tablet was dark, and I was poking on it, and nothing happened. Finally, a staff member came over and asked if I needed help. Yes, I said. So she said, you have to place your phone in front of the scanning code and take a picture of it. Well, it's not just a picture of it. Anyway, I placed my phone in front of it. We could not get that little yellow bar that has to come up to appear. It turned out I had it set for video, and that's why. So we reset it to photo, and when the little yellow bar came up, I pressed it, and it showed me a menu. Now, let me just say this. At this point, I was tired. I'd gotten up early, and I was really hungry, and this was really irritating me. The first picture that came up on the menu was some kind of chicken parmesan sandwich. I just pressed it. I wanted food. She said to me, if you want drinks, you have to check out at a different place down there. Okay, I couldn't deal with drinks right now. So I ordered the Parmesan sandwich, and then it took me to a screen where I had to enter all of my credit card information. This took quite a while because I had to tap it in, my name and my email and the number of my card and the expiration date. So I did that. And then I pressed order. And then I waited. Now, I was the only one at this sandwich stand, the only one. And there was a cook behind the plexiglass who didn't seem to be doing very much. She seemed to be making one order. And then after a long wait, he stopped and just kind of chatted with some fellow workers. Oh, that got me. So there was no way to talk to anyone. So I put my face on the plexiglass until he noticed me. And I said, I'm waiting for my order. And he said, chicken parmesan. I said, yes, yes. He said, coming. Okay, that was a relief. At least he knew what my order was and he was making it. Okay, so I waited and waited. Finally, he shoved the box with the chicken parmesan order in through the little slot in the plexiglass. Now, I have to say, I did notice a sign that said something about we hire disabled workers. And I thought, oh, they're protecting the workers. They've hired people who maybe can't communicate with the public, but they can cook. And so that's what this is all about. And I thought, but gee, you know, this is really hard for those of us over 70 or maybe even younger. A woman came up to me looking just perplexed, and she was obviously over 60. And I think that everyone was confused, even the younger people. But I just felt sorry for myself being over 70 and all the other older people who are flying who, let me just say, if my husband had come over here and tried to get food, he would have left without any food because he's not techie at all. And I pride myself on the fact that I think I'm pretty good with technology for my age. I mean, I have a YouTube channel, and yet I couldn't get this ordering business. It really threw me. Okay, so now I have my sandwich in my box in hand, and I had to go over to another section where they had all of the drinks. And there was a separate checkout there. And I used my credit card, but I had no idea how to do it. I mean, I was putting the scan code in the wrong place, but there was a person standing there, and she walked me through it step by step. It was confusing. And so I paid for my 2 drinks, and I went back to my seat, and we ate. And then I realized that I was going to need some change for tipping. I didn't have any in my wallet, and so I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to go back to this dining area. So I thought, I'll go back there because the one lady who was helping me had said, if you want to pay with cash, you have to go to a special checkout place. And you know, silly me, I thought this special checkout place would have a person there. No. I went back and asked for the cash place, and it was another little stand with a computer on it. And fortunately, again, there was a person standing there who had to walk me through all of the steps to pay with cash and then get change. It was kind of like the grocery store where you got change, except my grocery store doesn't take cash anymore. Yes, that's true. They do not take cash at their checkouts where you do it yourself. That really blew my mind. In fact, one of the staff members at my grocery store said, we just installed 14 new checkouts and not one of them will take cash. There you go. But back to the place where I was trying to get cash by buying a bottle of water or something. Okay, so I got my cash and went away. So I'm telling you this because I think the last time I was in LaGuardia was many, many years ago, and we had sat down to eat, and there was a tablet in front of us where you ordered, and that threw me then, but now that looks like a piece of cake compared to this new system, where you ordered, you scrolled, you picked your food, you said, I ordered this, and then you put your credit card in the machine, and it paid for it, and then they brought it to you. At the time, I thought that was complicated, but gosh, that would be a dream now instead of all of these steps. And I could see that they were training the public. They did have two actual human beings standing there, and they were busy helping everybody. So they're training us, and eventually there will be no one there. And that's my story. Sad but true. I really feel bad because I know many of my viewers, in fact, most of my viewers are over 65. And I wanted to warn you, you might experience this at an airport. Now, my local airport, which is in a small town, did not do this. I mean, they have someone at the cash register. They have waiters coming up to the table, just like you would expect. But if you travel through a larger airport, you may experience this. And this is just a warning. What do you think of this technology? Do you think this is a good idea? All right, do you have problems with it like I do? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.